Hi and welcome to is it day 15 or is it already, no, I think it's day 15 of Inktober Tangles Challenge 2022. I'm Anissa, a certified Zentangle teacher from Croatia, and welcome to another day of drawing. And today I will feature Zentangle Single Noom. First, I'm going to divide these two because I don't need, I migrated to a new page or to a new tile, and now I can just divide the two because it will be easier for me to just rotate and use one of the tiles. And Tangle Noom is, well, these challenges are good for exactly this. I'm using some tangles that I don't really use often. So this one is, I think it's, quite challenging. I will start with an S shape and then add another one, and you can see how I'm starting from the mid part of the previous one, and then another one again, another one, and I'm going to go all the way to the edge of the tile with this one. And I will see here what another one would look like. It would start here and then it's hiding behind whatever is on top. So this is the beginning, and now I will start connecting these top parts. So I'm doing exactly what Zentangle is doing in their step outs because I'm not really familiar with this tangle. And if I would improvise and do a tangulation, I'm not sure what it would look like. So it's just a safer thing to do for me right now, and easier. And I want to make this easy. So I'm connecting the top of each of these bellies of my S shapes. And there is another thing that I will do right now, and that's connecting the two of these endings of each neighboring S's. And I'll do that by drawing another kind of reverse S, you see, and then just adding these small pockets. And this is really, smart how somebody thought of this, drawing this, like connect the tangles like this. It was really a smart move. I think I wouldn't have thought about it. So kudos to whoever in Zentangle thought about it. I think it might be Maria, but I can check that. So another one here. And you can see how we have these, it's like a chain, like kind of a mystery chain with sections of it linked together. I will add an aura line on each side. So when you break it down into steps like this, it's quite easy, right? But imagine if you would just see a shape like this drawn already and trying to deconstruct it without seeing the deconstruction first. It really looks complex. So, this is the beauty of Zentangle. Something that looks really complex is actually really, really simple. And you can now see it's like having these flux shapes or teardrops shapes that are interconnected. Now I'm thinking about maybe embellishing this in some way, maybe trying to, I don't know, somehow enhance the shape, maybe with another aura line like this. I will first do one half of it, one side of it, just repeating the same strokes all over again. and enjoying it, you know, no overthinking. This is what Zentangle is about. And then I will do the same on the opposite side. But I'm thinking maybe just to create some contrast, I can do the thing on the opposite side with a white pen. So I got an 05 so that I can draw really like nice thin lines. And I need to see how this one would be connected, like this and here. So I'm just looking at this, the next one below, and doing the same thing with the one that's cut in half. And then we will see about the shading and highlighting, you know, how to do it in a way that will enhance maybe even further what we did with these aura lines. And here I only have this very small part. Well, this is already so cute. So I will just take a second to sharpen my pencil. And okay, I can now decide about the shading. So I will start with this, just this little section, and see where that will lead me. And then I will decide about the next moves. So sometimes I have a clear idea about what to do with the shading, and I just, you know, place all the shades and then blend them. But sometimes I'm not as confident, and then I take it just one shade at a time. So, you know, it's again a Zentangle way of approaching it. I will now do the same on the opposite side. So what I'm doing is enhancing the way that these slide into each other. And then I'm just going to rotate it and point the tip of my blending stump towards the line, which is where my shade should be darkest. This is always the best way to approach the shading. And I'm not sure if I want to add shade here on this side, but I think maybe, just maybe, let's see, maybe this would be the way to go. Adding the shade to enhance. So what I'm doing is placing the shade below this part, and then if I add some highlight, this might end up looking interesting, but just might, you know. Again, if you are not certain about my decisions, you might as well wait for me to finish and then do it if you are happy with what you see. So I might be finished with the shading. I will do some highlighting and then see if it needs something more. So I'm highlighting this bottom part of these teardrop shapes, which is not shaded. And I'm going to do that first and then see what I want to do next. So just blending it. And then, you know, just observing the whole thing again and deciding what the next move is. So my next move will be this section right close to the darkest shade below it. Just some more highlight. Well, I think it's good, but maybe I will add the shade. Around the whole thing here. So you don't need to have a clear picture of how you will approach shading and highlighting. Just make the decisions as you go. And then another place where I would add the highlight is right here. And the last one is this part here. I want to make sure that I don't mess with my lines and the shaded parts. So some really delicate light blending. As I said, it's a Renaissance or tensile, so we have a nice mid-zone here. Now the way that I have positioned these lines and, you know, highlights and shades, I'm even thinking about coloring in this aura. And I'm not going to do the inking in. So I'm still not certain that it's the best choice, but I will just use the pencil to kind of make it maybe grayish, but not completely black. Ooh, I think it's quite good. I might need some more blending right here to enhance this part, because I don't think that I even blended this section. And now you can see what it looks like after the shading and highlighting is done. And let's just go back to my comment. If you saw it like this, would you think that you could easily draw it? I don't think so. I mean, I can speak for myself. I took an 08 and I'm retracing this line, this white line that's covered with the white highlight. And I don't think that it will be visible still, but I'm going to at least enhance the highlight. So as I said, if you would ask me how to draw it without showing me the deconstruction, I would probably say, I have no clue. I don't think that I can draw it. But when you look at the step out, it's just, you know, doing it, you know, one stroke at a time, taking your time to focus on each line, just one line at a time. You don't need to think about the future moves, just the one that's next. And then after you mindfully, intentionally draw the one, you focus on the next one. Sounds so simple, and it is simple, but this philosophy really yields amazing results. It's line by line, drawing by drawing, and from a total beginner that I was, you get more and more skillful, confident, and it's amazing what it can do to your life, you know, the changes that you can make to your mental health, to your confidence level. I just consider it a gift. I would introduce it in schools as mindfulness lesson at least once a week. Simple Zentangle drawing. I think it could be transformative, and there are already some scientific experiments which prove that it's really helpful. So if you have some kids especially who find it difficult to focus or have some issues with confidence, maybe doing an easy Zentangle lesson regularly might make some changes in their lives. So this is it. A really complex or seemingly complex tangle. Noom deconstructed and created one line, one stroke at a time, looking really, really cute. Thank you for drawing with me, for spending time with me, and I hope to see you tomorrow too. Bye.